Okay, what's up, YouTube channel? This is Tars Downey again, y'all. This is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. All right, y'all. Today, I'm gonna be going hard about this subject right here, and I don't want people to get too upset. I'm not trying to talk bad about people, but I am trying to make some points that guys need to hear. All right. I'm going hard today about I think that Kevin Samuels and like the Red Pill type content are hurting men more than it is helping them. All right. I think that is the case, and I'm going to explain a little bit of that in this video. All right. Here's a couple things going to happen in this video, guys. All right. We're going to talk about some of these things, how it's hurting men and not really making things happen for men. And we're going to talk about two or three of the kind of talking points from these groups and people and stuff like that, and some solutions to those talking points, because most people don't give solutions. Even these people, even the Red Pill, even Kevin Samuels didn't really give solutions. They kept telling you there was a problem. Nobody had a solution, which is one of the first things we're going to go over in this when I get done talking about the little intro here, because they didn't cause no kind of fucking change. We're gonna get talk about that in a minute, all right? So y'all, thank y'all very much for everybody that's been subscribed and everything like that. If you ain't subscribed, get subscribed. We're gonna keep having this conversation, all right? Me and my friend was having this conversation the other day. I got a homeboy. He's a Red Pill. Okay, he's got a channel here on YouTube. I think he's a Red Pill Ranger. He's also on Opinions of Some Average Bros channel. I might try to get those links and put them down there for y'all. But homeboy of mine. But we had this type of conversation sometimes, and some things it kind of triggers, him. But if you keep it real, well, I've noticed with Red Pill, if you keep it real with them, they don't want to go to certain levels, but they will admit to certain truths if you tell them that's going to put some of that into this video today. All right. The Red Pill movement, nor Kevin Samuels, caused a change in any of these arguments that the Red Pill, Manosphere, MGTOW, and influencers like Kevin Samuels always talk about. They caused no change in them. And it wasn't going to cause a change. The reason why there's not going to be any change in any of these problems is because, like I keep telling guys in my videos, this conversation with women already happened 20, 30, 40 years ago. There's already been a set down boundary of what's going to happen. And it's not none of this stuff that these guys are talking about. 20, 30 years ago, men and women sat down at the doggone table. Women said, we're going to get our own jobs. We're gonna work, pay for our own shit. Y'all don't got to do that no more. And we'll decide if we want to be with you or not. That's basically what happened. That changed a lot of stuff. I was telling my homeboy the other day, it didn't hurt anybody who women already liked or anything, but it did take you out. If the only thing you had was you having a job and you will protect and provide, it took you out of the game. And there ain't no changing that. There ain't no going back to that. There ain't. They steady begging to go back to that, but there ain't no going back. The economy done adjusted for it and everything like that too. These are just hardcore facts. All right? Oh, and if you want to see data on it, go look at my doggone video called It's Cheaper to Leave Her. And you can see how things are going with women as far as they going in that job world and all the other good stuff too. You ain't going to make it. And they ain't going to make it not by themselves because the economy is adjusted for all this stuff. Nobody's telling them that part of it. They're sitting there having a conversation that's 30 years old that ain't going to change. Because the dynamics of it have already changed. That has already happened. Nobody's bringing that part up, but of course, if you did that, you did in this conversation, like I'm kind of doing, and it pisses guys off. Like, well, every time I make one of these videos, it triggers Red Pill guys because if you listen to what I'm saying, it deadens the whole damn situation. There's no reason to talk about something we talked about 30, 40 years ago. Guys keep telling me on my channel, you don't want to talk about men's issues. No, that's not what it is. I don't want to talk about something that happened 30, 40 years ago that you don't have a solution to that you ain't going to fix. Because the solution is not trying to go back to that because you got told that that's not what's wanted. It's too much of beating a dead horse for no reason. None of that stuff is really gonna change. Also, they hurt you more. They put too much emphasis on money. And most guys don't have money. Even Kevin Samuels was like, in order to be high value, you got to make $250,000 a year for 5 years in a row consistently. And you got to keep doing that forever. That's a tall order to a lot of guys. I'm going to tell y'all this about Kevin Samuels. One thing that I admire one thing about him, but it's not something conventional that y'all probably think. It's the same thing I admire about Myron Gaines. Y'all heard me talk bad about him, right? The only thing I think is good about those guys, they was able to get themselves rich off of people who was going to be losers for the rest of their life unless they change. That's it. A reason why I don't talk about the man's issues and the issue that these guys keep talking about, because I got about 3 of them here. We're going to go over in a little while here. I got about 3 of them. We're going to go over in a little while. And when we go over those, you're going to see why I don't deal with that junk. It is a stalemate. Y'all going to see that in a minute. It's a stalemate about the majority of their issues. Why? Because we had that one major change a long time ago that they need to just tell guys, you having a job don't damn matter. It don't matter. It don't. The minute a woman got anywhere near any kind of equality to you, what you got don't matter. If you got $10 and she got $10, your ass is broke. If you got a car and she got a car, yours better be a Mercedes or some shit. It's like that. Y'all should understand this about women by now. But that's because the red pill and stuff like Kevin Samuels enabled guys. My homeboys, I would tell them, they were going off. They was talking, man, they were telling me this, they telling me that. They're not telling them enough because those guys were still listening to them. It didn't upset them the way it started upsetting some of the guys I be talking to. But I'd rather lose those guys because that person don't want to be a man. If you got to sugarcoat this junk to people for them to accept the bad part, but then really not do nothing about it, so you can get paid off of them, you slick, you real good, and I like that. But that's how I see him, and that's how I see Myron Gaines. They ain't getting you no solution. Not one that's gonna work. You sitting there talking to women about traditional values and all the other good shit. We're gonna talk about it in a minute. They already took that shit off the table 30, 40 years ago. These guys talk about accepting reality and adapting. They don't do it. They don't. It's too much enabling in that. They needed to tell you your shit don't. No, not. It's okay for you to be average. If they really told you the truth about the average thing and they put hypergamy into it, which is another one of their complaints, here's the deal with that. If you are average and guys have to date down because of hypergamy, if you are average, then whatever you get is going to be below average. If they put that shit out there like that, it would deaden the damn conversation. That means you got to do something about you instead of complaining about the women the whole damn time. Because no matter what you could do, if you no matter what the complaint is, if you remain average, you get the below average bitch. That's what's happening because of hypergamy. Because of what they're saying, I agree with the rules, and but then that outcome don't work the same way. The outcome that they're asking for, it doesn't follow the fucking rules they're talking about. The red pill and the manosphere group, MGTOW, whatever, all that crap that complains about women and complains about life and society, don't want to hold the men they don't want to have accountability for men either. They don't have accountability. We're going to talk about that a little bit here when we get to talk about the other stuff. We're about to get into these other 3 things in a minute here. But when I say there's not enough accountability for men, okay, for one thing is that thing with the job shit. They want to tell you it's okay for you to be an average guy, but they're not admitting to you that you're going to get a below average woman. Based on the stats, the statistics, the doggone facts of hypergamy that they keep pushing, if you are average, you're gonna have to date down because that's how hypergamy works. Like they say, so if you are average and you have to date down, you're gonna get below average because you're already at average. Anything below that is below. That's just common damn sense. Mm-hmm. But nobody wants to do the common sense because there's no accountability in that shit. There's no accountability. They claim to be telling you got to fix yourself, but if they really was telling you that, they would tell you you can't be average. If you want an average woman, you're gonna have to be above average because of hypergamy. You got to date down. If they really was gonna do that, they would have to tell you that, and that would piss guys off because when I say that on this channel, just like on this video, it's gonna be all kind of comments. You blue pill motherfucker. You this that. You this and that. Ain't no blue pill, man. This shit just a fucking truth. The problem is that guys started following blindly behind Kevin Samuels, Redpill stuff. You know, I'm not saying they bad people, but they was slicking the hell out of you because you was basically getting told you ain't shit, you ain't never gonna be shit because you ain't the high value. I get that from other people. Look at your house. Look at your man, please. This is a $200,000 house, nigga, and they ain't worked since I was 33 years old. And this house is steadily gaining value. The last time they sent me the doggone appraisal, it was at 205. And next year, it's probably going to be a little bit higher than that. And I ain't paid but like 180, and I ain't been here about 3 years. And this shit said they're going because all the people around me are millionaires and shit like that. The dude next door owns damn car lots. These jokers over here own the doggone multi-million-dollar church. The ones up there, the other side up there, they do too. And then there's a guy that works at this nuclear plant out here. He's some kind of chemist. And I know he makes like hella money. So the value of this shit gonna keep going up. It don't have to look like no, I guess what you call a rich person's house, but here's the whole deal. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm not rich. I don't have to be ashamed of that. But shit like this Kevin Samuels' Red Pill has caused guys to think that if you ain't got money, you pretty much. I had guys tell me I can't talk. Why? Because I'm telling the truth and I ain't rich. You got to be rich to be able to tell the truth? No. No. But that's why I say this shit is hurting them. It's hurting them because it's letting them complain and whine and bitch without holding them accountable for anything that they need to do to fix the situation. The main thing is, you look at Kevin Samuels and Red Pill, they ain't sat there and told you if you're the average guy that you're going to get a below average chick. They ain't done that. Nobody's done that. They would tell you about hypergamy, but they didn't put them two together. Because they put them two together and tell you that, then they're going to have to tell you that it's not okay for you to be average, which I ain't got no problem doing. Because I ain't. I retired at 33 years old. I may not be rich, but I'm 45 years old and ain't worked since I was 33. And I'm handling fucking 6-figure type shit with houses and things like that. So my thing is, I'm not on here all day talking about some get my likes up or you got to pay me, you got to send me a cash app, you got to do all this junk because that ain't what I'm about. I'm just about telling the truth. That's it. Matter of fact, though, you do need to send me a cash app or a tip if you want to come on my channel some more with that crazy junk like y'all Red Pill guys. If y'all want to answer back from me, y'all need to buy a doggone super chat. And need to be like $50 or higher. Because y'all want to keep talking about some high value and all this other good shit. I want to know I'm talking to a high value man. He need to have about $50, $100 to throw away. $50, $100 to throw away. And then I come at you like you high value and you got something like you just gonna down talk me. I might think that after you done gave me some money, you got some money to throw away. Because I don't throw money away like that. But if you want to do that, then that's fine. Then we can talk. Let's go over these 3 points, guys. These other 3 things, because I'm about to talk about them a little bit. These are some of the complaints that most of these guys have. Kevin made them, and all the Red Pill guys make these complaints. It's like 3 of them now. I got down to like about 3 good main subjects. They complaining that you when you say shit about this stuff, you're trying to, I guess, support women or some shit like that, which nobody's doing that. My channel is about supporting men, but it's about supporting that little 10% of men that's gonna tell themselves the real truth. All right, the real truth, not that red pill shit. And I like the Kevin Samuels show. I'm gonna tell you, I liked this show. I watched this show, but I learned different things from it than most guys learned, and I saw a different person than most people saw. I didn't see his guy as a teacher and a mentor. He wasn't saying anything that I didn't know. So, and he wasn't putting out anything that hadn't been put out before. It's just that you're on the internet, and so it looks like you just making it, but you see that you barely scratched the surface. These niggas still got this problem because it's gonna remain for these 3 reasons right here we about to go over. Let me show y'all one. All right, here go the first one. They complain about things like divorce laws and child support. All right. Here's the deal, guys. I agree with the fact that women need to choose better. Okay. But here's why I go talk about they saying it's not enough accountability for men. It's still a man in that situation. If that man make a damn baby, he need to fucking pay for that shit. Not me and the rest of y'all through damn food stamps and welfare. Okay. Did the woman make a bad choice? Yeah. Did he make a bad choice? Yeah. But we already know that women prone for making bad choices anyway. So us as men, this niggas need to pay. That's what the child support system is about. Okay. You really look at it, you really get deep down into it, look at it, that's what it's about. And shit, it's fucking fair. And even with the rules in place, they keep talking about change the rules. Even with the rules in place, you got niggas behind on child support, not paying the shit, and all the other kind of shit. And the rest of us still taking care of these kids through welfare and stuff like that. So what's changing the rules gonna do? If you really sit there as a man and look at it, what's changing the rule gonna do? Nothing. Nothing. You still gonna have the same shit and it's just gonna be worse. That's it. Divorce laws. Don't get married, nigga. Don't get married. You ain't got to no more. Women I'm giving y'all solutions right now. I'm telling you a solution. You ain't got to get married. You don't got to. Women out here having sex without any kind of fucking commitment, and y'all niggas still talking about divorce laws and shit when you don't even got to get married. Somebody was asking me the other day, you ain't got no wedding ring on. Hell no. What for what? For what? If I find a chick I like and I just really want to get married, I ask her, she say, yeah, I might do that, but for what? They're not enforcing that no more. That's what I don't get about y'all guys. It's red pill and all the other good shit either. They're not even telling them. They're not enforcing that shit no more. Women ain't giving a fuck about getting married like that no more. And you ain't got to get married to get sex. So, I mean, like, for guys, that should be better anyway. And for some reason, these guys got a problem with it. Divorce laws. You don't have to get married. You don't have to get married. I just saw that for you right there. You don't get married. If you get your money and shit together, you just like them, just like anybody else, because y'all already know when the red pill admits this, Kevin Samuels admitted it. That's why I didn't understand why that man was paying women for sex or paying women to be a girlfriend. I didn't understand that. Because when you get to certain levels of money, women gonna give it to you anyway. Hell, they give it to broke guys, which is also one of the red pill complaints. So what the hell? This junk, that's why I say it's hurting you. It hurts more to just keep listening to it because it's redundant bullshit that don't solve nothing. They complain about shit like the Me Too movement, okay? Feminism, stuff like that. I get it, guys. I get it, okay? You can't approach women on your job and stuff like that. But let me tell you something as a man, all right? Don't never shit where you eat. First off, on your job, because here go the solution. I'll be giving solutions. Here goes the solution right here. On your job, you shouldn't want to have no relationship with no chick on your job anyway, except for a professional one. You shouldn't want that anyway. You didn't go to work to make fucking friends. You went to work. You want to work to make some money. put that money in your pocket, and then go reinvest that money and shit so you can become bigger than what you is. But you really at work. So I'm at work to become the goddamn boss while I'm here too. So I make some more money and I do less shit. And I'm getting that money and working on my other shit. Don't shit when you eat. You can kill that Me Too movement shit. Just don't holler at bitches at work. That's it. That's pretty much it. Do it in certain social settings. Don't go up to a bitch in the middle of the goddamn street at 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay? Now, you live in New York or one of them cities where people is out at 2, 3 o'clock. Fuck that. Don't go walking up with nobody by their damn self. And you don't know what's going to happen anyway. The truth is, you don't know what kind of reaction you're going to get when you're talking to women and shit anyway. But that goes back to the accountability thing for men. The men got to be held accountable because you can barely hold women accountable, bro. You don't know what kind of attitude they're going to have. You don't know what it's hard to hold women accountable, bro. The women don't do accountability. Men know this. I understand that guys can lose their job. I understand things but that shit been around forever. This Me Too movement thing ain't new. Okay, we done had to live with this type of junk for a long time now, and it don't require the fear that these guys perpetuating in these little groups. It don't require that. That's why I say it's hurting you more than it's helping you. Hey, take your ass to work, get your damn money. You ain't there to make a friend. You ain't there to make friends. You there to get your damn money. You can make friends when you go to the bar later today, when you got some money in your pocket. You can make friends when you go out this evening and you at a dining area or some shit, and you see this girl, hey, look, hey, blah, 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 blah. You might fuck around and sit down with her, hey, because you got some money in your pocket, hey, look, let me pay for this food. You sit down and talk with you. You can make friends like that in open public places. But your job shouldn't be one of them. That's the solution to that. It dead in that other shit. I guarantee you, the most of the time that guys have been charged with this sexual harassment and shit like that and stuff like that, it be on jobs. It be senators, and they hit Clarence Thomas with it way back in the day. But it be a woman on the job. Stay away from that. There is the solution. Traditional families. Traditional family stuff, okay? Look. A lot of these guys, and Kevin complained about it, and a lot of people in the Red Pill, a lot of the influencers and stuff that's based around that, they complain about this, the traditional family thing. Look, you can still have that. You can still have that. It's gonna require you to become above average, because here's the deal. If you are average, we just got going over this, you're gonna get below average women, and them probably ain't women you want to build families with, guys. And I came to that conclusion by going off the Red Pill rules. Can't nobody say that I'm lying. They will tell you that you gotta date down. Guys have to date down. They complain about that to women. They tell you that. They do it. And then watched enough of it myself. I saw it when this Red Pill shit sprung out of probably that MGTOW shit, what I'm thinking. Because that's what I could see the most of it being in the beginning. I remember when that stuff came out. You can still have that, but it's going to take a lot of work on your part. And they need to tell you the truth about that. Because you probably, more than likely, most of the guys out there are more than likely dealing with below average women and low class women. Why? Because you're an average guy. goes off the hypergamy thing that these guys are talking about and this stuff. But that's why I say it's hurting you more than it's helping you, because they got to tell you this fucking part right here too. Even though it's gonna piss you off, it's pissing somebody off right now. The comment section gonna be full of shit, boy. I know. Y'all ones that want to get ignorant about it though, don't forget to leave a tip. You want to get ignorant, leave a tip. Because I'm not gonna answer no more. If you're getting ignorant, I'm not gonna answer no more unless you tip. I'm telling you now. Alright? For my regular people, y'all ain't gotta do that. Because we're gonna have a conversation anyway. But y'all people that want to get ignorant, if you want me to respond, got a tip. Super tip, super tag. $5, $10, $15. No less than $5. $5 or higher. Anything less won't get answered. Because I've just set forth a whole lot of facts here in this video. And it's undeniable stuff. I'm not saying that these people are bad people. I'm just saying that if it's really gonna help, it should get some solutions like I just did. To me, most of it, the red pill, the whole, even the Kevin Samuels thing, is keeping up gossip about something that got settled 30 or 40 years ago, when guys can just do what they need to do and move on. That's what I think. So y'all drop the comments and y'all let me know what y'all thought about this one. All right? Because that's what I think. I think Kevin Samuels, I think red pill content, those type of influences, it's hurting men more than it's helping them. And this is why. So y'all let me know what y'all think. It's been Charles down to y'all. This is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. And I'm out of here on this one, y'all. Peace.